So, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, the 4th of October 2021. Lee and I are here in London, and Tammy is in South Africa. And we had a great day yesterday. So, Tammy, do you want to tell us, how yesterday turned out? Was it better than expected? I don't know if Tammy can hear us. So, Tammy, Tammy, do you have sound? So we were going to say, Lee, that yesterday was a monumental day regarding the legal processes that we're following globally. We tried the Supreme Court in Indonesia in 2016 to try to get the remedy of the Swiss Indo Prosperity Payments 1 to 11. And then we had the mass remedy process in the UK with the equitygovernance.uk, all the cases of the state terrorism, state crimes, banking frauds, kidnaps of whistleblowers and children. So then we basically brought the whole system down. We proved that the entire justice system of the UK was unfit for purpose. And then we came across the team in South Africa, and they had legal processes going on since February 2020 regarding the case regarding the $700 quintillion that had gone missing from the account in the South African Reserve Bank. And then we had this event yesterday. Shamila, would you like to tell us about the event yesterday? And, was it a success? Was it better than you expected? And you're muted. You're muted. Just unmute. Sorry. Okay.
Sorry. I'm very, very tired, Nilu. I haven't slept in 2 days. But yes, we were very excited with the meeting yesterday. The turnout was amazing. He'll tell you about that. And basically, that meeting happened without us going into the local media or anything. It was just word of mouth, basically, that led people to come to the union building. And Fani did an excellent job preparing his papers, asking for the removal of our state president. And we spoke about the peaceful way we would like the government to be run, and how things would be moving from this moment onwards. The president has, I think it's 10 working days to step down, so that gives us until the 15th of October. Thereafter, it's up to the NPA, military, all other international law to intervene. But yeah, it was a huge success, and we're very, very happy with the turnout.
And can you explain about this the World International conference tribunal?
It's the International Independent Peace Tribunal that has already been established, and it's in our constitution that this body exists, and it has just been activated recently. I don't know if Tammy can explain more on that, but it was activated in order to stop the current situation that we have in South Africa, where we have all of these lockdowns, the illegal mandates for children to have the vaccines. We have pregnant mums that have been told that the vaccine is safe, and yet 80% of them have lost their babies. So there's a whole lot of things happening in South Africa at the moment that the media will not inform anyone on.
And sorry, I missed the last sentence. Could you repeat the last sentence?
I say the number of deaths that has occurred due to the jabs, that's not even in the media at all. So a lot of things are happening that citizens of South Africa are not being exposed to. They're not getting the truth. And we basically, I'm part of Real Democracy as well, where we basically want the truth to be exposed. We are there to make sure that everyone knows exactly what is going on. I think that, with the way that things happened yesterday, the situation was so peaceful, and yet it was so important that it brings about a feeling amongst normal citizens like myself that we have a voice, and we need to be heard, and we are being heard, and that something can be done. So even if you're sitting at home thinking that, there's no way to go, you can't turn to anyone, you just need your voice, that's it. And we will be able to speak out and allow government to make the right decisions. So we're not doing anything violent, we are not being rebellious, we are just stating the facts, and we are allowing government to now do the right thing, step down, because you've already been exposed. You are contaminated by the people that you have allowed to contaminate the government. Basically, the presidency itself is not legal. We are a South African company. We call it's Republic of South Africa, which is a company registered on the US Stock Exchange, with people like the Oppenheimers and Rothschilds and stuff that own South Africa. So I might be wrong with all the names. No, it's the Ruperts. Sorry, the Ruperts that own South Africa as a company. And the spokesman for that company is President Ramaphosa. The CFO is Praveen Gordhan. The chief whip is Julius Malema. So we need to, let people know on the ground where we actually stand as citizens of a country. This country doesn't belong to us. So why we pay tax?
So would the same apply to, they're calling it the Republic of Indonesia and the Republic of India. Is it the same for all the Commonwealth countries? I mean, how do we tell which countries are corrupted by this same process that South Africa's corrupted?
Well, allegedly, there are these couple of very, very rich families that own most of these countries, the cabal. So I can only talk about South Africa. I'm not sure about the other Commonwealth countries.
I've got a suspicion that there's something happened when they created the border in India, between Pakistan and India.
Pakistan. Yes, I'm sure.
Something happened the same time, the same thing happened with Indonesia when they converted it into the Republic of Indonesia on the 17th of August 1945. India and Pakistan was like 14th and 15th of August 1947. That happened 2 years later. I don't know when Africa was a republic. Must have been before then.
Yeah, oh gosh, my history is a bit bad, but sorry.
I'm sure it was before the two of them. I'm sure Africa got dented first. So because that's where, Gandhi, can you tell us about Gandhi's links with South Africa? Do you know much about that?
It was what we were taught in school about Gandhi. I know very little, but I remember my mom telling me that Gandhi basically came from a very privileged family, and that when he came to South Africa, it wasn't his style to be treated as a lower being. So yeah, I don't want to mention we have a lot of Gandhi followers in South Africa that think of him as a god, but basically I don't.
Well, no, he was a barrister trained in England and corrupted in England. And then he went to Africa because the slavery laws were abolished in Africa in 1838. So they shipped millions of royals from India to East Africa and I'm sure South Africa. And they put them in chains because the slavery laws didn't protect them, because they only protected the native Africans, didn't protect the royals of India. So they ran the fields in chains. That's the film. There's a film called Guyana 1838. I know the guy who made it, so I know a little bit about the film, the background of the history of Africa. My ex-husband family was in Africa in that time, so his nephew is our Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak.
Okay.
So I know a little bit about history from my own family, but they've all got top jobs in the government, you see, and this is how they did it. They got the slave families and they put them in Parliament, and now they're puppets. They're told what to do, to read the scripts.
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
Are we getting HMCino on today?
Well, I put the link out to everybody. I should really chase up with Andy Kessman. And there's obviously a problem why he hasn't connected, sorry. I'll just call him on my
Okay.